Hello, folks. Primetime James Thomas here, coming at you with another video. And hopefully, everyone's having themselves a great Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday morning. The summer days they're pretty much here. I mean, I know May is not the late in May is not considered summer, but you might as well consider it summer because the weather out here is just beautiful. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday morning. And today, I want to talk about Edge, now known as Adam Copland. I'm sorry. I cannot call him Adam Copland. I just have to call him Edge. It's just out of pure instinct. I have to call him Edge. It's just instinct. It's just like when you get into a car and you just instinctively put on your seatbelt, or you're about to cross the street. You just instinctively look both ways. Like, it's just out of instinct. I can't call him Adam Copland. I just can't do it. He's forever Edge to me. God bless you for those that have made the transition to calling him Adam Copland. I just can't do it. But Adam Copland announced that he is injured and he's going to require surgery. He's going to miss some time. Now, you may say, well, James, what's really the big deal? Wrestlers get injured all the time. That's the name of the game. That is true. That is very true. But what really kind of, I'm not going to say makes me angry, but just kind of disappoints me is it didn't have to go down the way it did. Now, for those who may not know, this past Sunday was AEW's Double or Nothing show, and one of the biggest shows of the year. And then Edge was wrestling a Malachi Black, formerly known as Aleister Black from the WWE. And they wrestled in a barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT belt. Now, first of all, pause right there. One, I don't think, and this is just me, I don't think a wrestler like Edge and Edge's caliber, who was a legend, him being a mid-card champion to me does not sit right with me. Doesn't sit right with me. I think AEW should have had Edge be one of the contenders for the AEW championship, in my opinion, the second he walked in. You got a guy like Edge who could be a game changer for your company, and you subject him to the mid-card title. I just don't agree with that assessment. And plus, you're getting into a feud with Malachi Black, who's the leader of the House of Black, and I like that idea on paper. I honestly do. Like, you can get some good, you can get a good 6-month feud out of that. With Edge, with his Brood connection, which, funny enough, they had Gangrel return to help out Edge. I thought was cute. That was cute. And with Edge's personality, how dark and gritty he can get, and of course, Aleister Black, how dark he can be, you can get some mileage out the feud. I just don't understand why the first match had to be a barbed wire steel cage match. The first match that they have together, that could have been the blow off match. Again, some of the book in AEW it's just but so they have the match and it's fine. It's fine. They're telling a story at least, and Edge is one of the best storytellers in the business. And then comes this spot. Keep in mind, folks, this is not the end of the match. Just forewarning. Where Edge wraps Malachi Black in barbed wire, and he goes up to the top of the cage. He goes up to the top of the cage, jumps off. Now, it looked like he was trying to go for like an elbow drop or something. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if he was maybe the table was too far away. I don't know what happened, but he jumps off. He barely grazes the table. Table does break. It does give, but Edge just ate most of that. He literally landed feet first. Feet first. And from that point on, I just knew that that's not good. That's not good. He's hurt. And you could tell he was hurt because even when kudos to him for finishing the match, that's much of a professional Edge is, you could tell he could barely walk. He could barely walk, and I just knew something was wrong. And there was already talk and rumblings about Edge being hurt. And then Edge finally confirmed it yesterday on his Twitter, and I have a clip right here.
Hey, everybody. Oh, Lord. There's no filters that can help this thing. I look like a bag of hammered peaches or something. Anyway, double or nothing. Flew back yesterday. Malachi Black. Dude's an animal. All of the house is black. They're just really, really, really damn good. And as you're about to find out in this video, I guess the house always does win because I gained 2 new friends. I don't really like them. They're kind of like those buddies that just annoy you, but they're always there. I don't know, maybe I'll name him a Brodium buddy or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I've been feeling really good lately. Been having so much fun in the ring, and I got cocky, I guess, is what it really boils down to. And I'm probably a narcissist and egomaniac, and I'll unpack that one day. But yeah, my brain forgets what my body always seems to remember a little late, is that I'm 50, and I need to make better choices. So my body pulled the emergency brake on me the other night, and I ended up fracturing my tibia, which is going to require surgery. Don't know the time frame on that yet. Ruby's birthday's Friday, and I really want to enjoy that and focus on all the positives that I have in my life, because there's way more that than the bad, and even this surgery. I know what I got to do. I'll find out the time frame kind of next week and everything. Yeah, sorry, don't really know what I'm going to say. And I'm still half asleep. But, so pardon me, parents, and all that good stuff. Anyway, I will see you soon-ish. And in the meantime, everybody good. Try and be happy. All right, see you.
All right, so there's Edge giving us an update on his health, and first things first, of course, we want to wish Edge a speedy recovery. Hopefully, his surgery is a success, and all thoughts and prayers to Edge. And we all know Edge will come back from this. He's suffered way worse, but hopefully during this time off for Edge, this teaches Edge a lesson. And Edge even admitted in the video that he admits he got cocky. He got cocky. He's let his ego get the best of him, and he forgot that he was 50 years old. And I gotta say this. At the time, watching that spot, I just knew, one, I knew he was already hurt, and two, I thought it was unnecessary. It was unnecessary for Edge to do that, because, again, you're 50 years old. You're at that point in your career where you try to avoid taking bumps like that. And two, you're Edge. You don't need to pop the crowd. You're Edge. And from what it looked like, Edge looked like he didn't really either mistimed the jump, or because he looked like he didn't really fully commit to it. I like to think that Edge got on top of that cage, probably was like, oh shit, what am I doing? He couldn't back out, and I think he half-assed the jump. He clearly tried to brace himself, but he half-assed the jump, and then what happened. And another big reason why I knew he was hurt, it reminded me of Halloween Havoc 1997. The show that pretty much changed Macho Man's life. I remember this vividly. In October 1997, me and my brother used to order the pay-per-view. And I remember watching this match. It was Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Roddy Piper for the WCW World Championship in a steel cage match. Yes, even at that time, Hogan and Roddy Piper was main eventing. People said that was the problem with WCW. Too many of the old guys was having the spotlight. But anyway, and there was a specific spot. It was very identical to Edge, where Macho Man. Now keep in mind, Macho Man at this point, 1997, was in his mid 40s. I want to say 43, 44-ish. And people say Macho Man at this point was still in his prime because he had a match. He had a feud of the year with DDP. He was still giving us great matches. And Macho Man climbed on top of this cage. I don't know. I still don't know what Macho Man was. I still don't know what he planned on doing. Even when I watch it today, I still don't know what he tried to do. But he's on top of the cage. He leaps off the cage. He hits nobody. Lands feet first. And he just collapsed. Now, granted, Macho Man went on, because he's Macho Man, he went on to wrestle, a few more months after that. But he left, had surgery, he was never the same. That jump changed his career. He was never able to work the same way ever again. And that's what this. And Edge is like 5-6 years older than Macho Man when he did that jump. So imagine what this injury could do to Edge. I just thought it was just very unnecessary, and this is what. And this is why when people complain about Tony Khan should have kind of, or an agent kind of should have just stepped Edge aside and said, dude, what are you doing? You don't have to do that. But again, Edge said his ego got in the way. And I'm pretty sure Edge, that whole locker room are sons of Edge. They grew up on watching Edge do crazy stuff, like the iconic spear off the ladder with Jeff Hardy, all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure Edge probably felt an obligation to kind of show the young kids backstage that, hey, I can still do this. Hell, even Sting was doing it. That was the running joke with Sting. He always had to jump off something just to kind of show the young guys that, hey, I can do this. I can keep up with you young kids. Luckily, Sting never got seriously hurt. But now Edge is gone. And he's one of your biggest draws for your company. You just lost one of your biggest draws of the company, and this is when you kind of need somebody in that locker room to be like, no, you're not doing that. Because I'm pretty sure Vince, despite what you may think of Vince nowadays, but I'm pretty sure Vince would have been able to talk Edge out of doing that spot. And I know the history between Triple H and Edge, yes, they don't really like each other, but I'm pretty sure even Triple H would have been able to talk Edge out of doing that spot. Tony Khan, no, because he's a fan. He's a fan. He's gonna let his talent do whatever they want because he feels like that's the right thing to do. And because of that, now Edge has a broken tibia, and Edge is older, so his recovery process is probably even slower now. But even though, granted, in this era of technology, recovery is a lot medicine is a lot more advanced than it was even 10 years ago. But you just can't risk losing one of your top stars out of doing spots like that. You just can't risk it. And this takes more time off of Edge's career. Edge has been very well vocal about how he knows he doesn't have that much time left. So you gotta preserve Edge as much as you can. You gotta preserve him as much as you can, because who knows, maybe after this injury, hell, he could probably come back and say he only has one more match left in him. I hope that's not the case. We got to think about stuff like that. So it's very unfortunate that Edge is in this position. Again, hopefully he recovers in a speedy fashion. But hopefully this kind of teaches Edge, and hopefully this teaches somebody backstage that just because you can do something, just because you can pull off a spot, just because you can pull off a move, doesn't mean you should do it. And I thought, in that situation, Ed shouldn't have done that. And now look what happened. You knock on the devil's door long enough, sooner or later somebody's going to answer you. Let me know guys' thoughts on Edge's injury, how y'all feel about it. Will this change Edge's career? Do you think Edge will come back better than ever? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Peace.